What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be wrapping the final guard, which is going to then render the job completely done for the vinyl wrapping on the VF front end conversion. Alrighty, so I'm going to try and talk you through step by step as best I can at how I vinyl wrap. Now keep in mind, I'm no professional. I've had no prior training. If I'm doing something wrong, please don't yell at me, but I still get a pretty good outcome from it, so it can't be too bad. Alrighty, so first off, we want to take care of the dust. Now today we have absolutely no wind outside, which is great, because I can have the garage door open for once, and it's a beautiful day outside, nice and warm. So yeah, first thing, take care of the dust. So fill a spray bottle with water, and especially around the area that you're gonna be peeling the backing off, I'll just walk around over everything. Just get a damp little layer down, because when you peel that backing off, anything is going to want to cling to that. So just a nice little dusting of everything, even a little crap you got sitting in your garage. Just so dust isn't going to want to cling. So I'm gonna just get here, I'll wipe down up there. I'll have to take the front bumper and the light out, but they're only just sitting in there. Yeah, then we can get started. Now, one cool thing is I've almost completely saved the headlight, just a little bit more sanding and polishing, but man, it's come out good. Like, look at that. You have like a lot of chrome and it's kind of ugly. And look at that, super stealthy. Now it's like kind of hard to see it. That reflection you got is because they're haze, because I need to sand it, but how cool is that? Nice and stealthy. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna wet down the area. And then once I've done that, I'll get some wax and grease remover, do another wipe over on this, just to make sure it's completely clean and ready to go. Then we will get started. Alright, so once you make sure all the dust is off the panel, we'll then peel the backing off. Alright, now let's just place it. Is that looking good? Cool.
You got everything?
Yeah.
Wait.
We could come down that tiny bit, but I could stretch that.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, from here, I'm going to turn it into a time lapse while we try and, we'll turn this into the panel. So, of course, yet again, I'm really pissed off because we just wrapped this entire panel and the freaking time lapse crashed again, the stupid app. I just time lapsed this entire panel and god damn, that is annoying. Alright, but as you saw from how it was, we somehow turned the wrap into magic and got it around. We ended up with, I don't know if you can see it just here. There's a bunch of dust and crap under there. So that's a bit of a loss there. But other than that, it's all come out really freaking mint. So now I've just got to run around and trim the edges. So yeah, you saw how bad it looked before we started. How it was all bunched up and gathered and really shitty. But if you just persevere, patience, it's all good, man. And if you ever get to the point of wrapping your own VE or VF guards that are obviously like this, don't pick one spot and just stick to that. The old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you're going to start from here, then you'll need to move this, then you'll need to move this. Like, start one point, move to another point. If you need to, move around to another point yet again. Just here is the hardest part, because that's where it's trying to pull the wrap in 4 different directions. Once you've gotten through all of this, you're pretty good. Yeah, now I'm just going to heat it up so that it curls around the edges, kind of like it has here. And then I'll trim it off and it should be done. And it is a really nice day outside. So then I might roll the wagon out into the sun, because like I was saying with the bonnet, the sun will get all the scratches out and everything, and then we can see it all in the sun and it'll look wicked. And I managed to get some offcuts too that we're going to use for the eyelids on the headlights. So that's good too. Alrighty. It's really annoying that I got this guard absolutely freaking perfect. And this guard, there's a little bit of shitness up here. I had to stretch the film more than I wanted to. So it might lose a bit of color here, or might not last forever. But it's not the end of the world, it's just wrap, just do it again. One thing that we learned with the cutout is the way that we put the guard on the piece of paper to measure it out and flip it. Sure, we did that side and it was perfect, but I only thought of this the other night. It'd be opposite because it's still just a flipped version of that guard. And it's not just like you can mirror it as simple and it's going to work. So for instance, on the cutout we had, this longer lower part just here wanted to be over here, and this was the thinner part. But luckily, with a tiny bit of maneuvering and how it was stretched out kind of thing, we could save it and stretch it around. Alrighty, now I'm gonna work on this part just in here. So the indicator just here. We're gonna start by heating it all up. Now one thing to remember when you heat up wrap, you're not stretching it, you gotta remember you're shrinking it. You always go around the edges first because you don't want to end up ruining it kind of thing. So you always go around the edges. Now see how it doesn't want to stick there? There's too much tension. Now we are going to be stretching this more than you probably should be into an indicator. But heat. So once the heat shrinks it, which is what gets away the little ripples and everything, you see there's a couple little ripples there. Like balloons it out. You just keep working it in. Yes, that was hot. Normally you'd see a professional wearing a cotton glove for this because it'd slide better and probably scratch less, but this is just the way I do it. Alrighty, I'm going to stop boring you with just doing this one little part, and I'll get back to you once we're at the next step of trimming it or pushing it into the center bit just here. Alrighty. So yeah, one quick way. So when I push on it, that's stretching the vinyl. That has stretched it just there. Hit it with heat. Shrinks the vinyl. That's an easy way to show kind of how it does. Once you understand how the vinyl works, that's when you can then start to like maneuver it a bit, and that's how you get out of sticky situations, when you understand how you can stretch it and what the limits are of the vinyl. I've used this product quite a bit, so I understand the limits quite well. Alrighty, so I've got the cavity wrapped. Here's one of the plug holes. There's another one. I want to plug the clips. Oh, you must be under a bit of tension if you're coming back up. Now literally what I do, so up here is where the actual massive clip side of the indicator goes in. Heat it up. Just maximum stretch. Just push. Hold. Let it cool down. My hand looks a bit funny doing this. Now you got a good sharp edge. Run the blade around. That's a big empty pocket now. I'm gonna heat this up just because this little area didn't want to stick down. And again, I'll just hold it there. Let it cool down. Now you do not have to go into the extreme of wrapping in here. I'm just doing it because at least I'll know it's been done like that. Now just run a blade around those edges, take that inside out, and I'll move on with trimming around the wheel arch and everything else. And then, so you stick a blade out longer than just the edge, so you can pierce the edge, you can ride down that whole edge there. Because you don't want to just be scoring it with the edge. You actually want to be cutting past it. Boom. And then I'll just hit it with some heat. Tuck those edges in to look nice. There's the indicator wire. Is that one done? See, because I stretched it so thin, That's why it doesn't want to cut like that. Now let's heat the edges again. Just roll those edges around. Boom. Now it's good enough to take the indicator. I think I'll work on the wheel arch now. So it's literally as simple as heat. And you kind of want to stretch in and around. Okay, this is really difficult with one hand. But you just want to get it running on the inside lip the whole way around. You can see here that because I'm taking too long, this is a stress point because the wrap's cooling and it doesn't want to abide to those angles or stick to it there. So I got it up here. So now I can just run the blade on this inside edge all through here, but I'll want to push this in quite a bit more so that it's covering everything. I don't know why, but the wrap doesn't want to stick to this, which is concerning. I'll peel the wrap off and stick the wrap underneath the side skirt so it doesn't want to come up. Maybe I'll do that first. All right, I'll put this down so I can do that. Alrighty guys, this guard is officially finished. Now I get to do the fun final tip. Before cleanup, I guess. This bad boy. Can I do this one-handed? I think that's in the way. Damn, I scratched it. Nice. Alrighty, maybe I won't take it out today because there's still quite a few jobs that need to be done before we can finish it off and everything. I may as well do the reveal in the sun when everything's perfect and together. Gonna clean everything up in the garage for now, get everything looking schmick, place the front bar on because it's really easy to do. Maybe I'll even place the bonnet on just so we can see everything as one color for the first time. Alrighty, start piecing stuff together. Actually, first, before I get to that, I want to be able to put the light in where you have to put the light in for the bumper to sit there. So what I may as well do is I may as well get this thing looking perfect. So you can see there's quite a few little scratches in it still. It's not perfect. So I'm gonna tack it with maybe some 800 grit sandpaper, wet sand it back up, start the polishing process again. Because once I've got those tiny scratches out, it's gonna look perfect. So may as well put in some extra time now while I've got the time. And we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, so now we're just letting this haze over, dry off. Definitely does look like I've gotten a lot of the scratches out. You can see a couple of the bigger ones up the top here, but where it's all smooth in the middle, that's what we want. And at least if I can get this looking like glass pretty much, then I know that I can do it and I can just come back and keep going over and over and over again. Now that this is nice and dry, we'll get to polishing. Alrighty boys, it has been a very long process. We're still not done. We've still got a long way to go. But man, what I'm looking at right now looks absolutely insane and I can't believe we've gotten as far as we have. It's been a really long process and I'm really happy with where it's turned out to be, like with the level that it's at right now. I really hope you guys like it. Take a look. It's really a shame that we've got some ugly ass wheels on there. We're finally coming together. It all looks wicked. Now, obviously, for instance, this is not on its final place. It needs to come forward this way a tiny bit. But we need to wait for the bonnet hinges first, which should be here any day now kind of thing, very soon. But yeah, it's quite the masterpiece to see it all in one piece finally. And you can finally see, so we got that versus that. Now do you see why I did it? It looks absolutely wicked. Over the moon with it. Looks so good. Now we just need the wheels to come, which hopefully won't take too much longer, although we're only a couple weeks into the couple month wait, so we'll be waiting a while, man. We'll be waiting a while. But can't wait to finally see this thing out on the road. See its street presence, because, oh man, I love it. It's wicked. Alright, I'll stop staring at it. Alrighty guys, that's probably going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. The more views we get, the more subscribers we get, the more likes we get, the more comments we get, the more cool shit we get to do like this. So I do have some big plans for the wagon and what we'll be doing to it in the coming months, years, I don't know, however long you want to stick around for. But at least until next time, which will be Friday at 6 p.m, this is going to be it for this video. Signing off. Catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.
You bitching and bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable timing. Watch all them people who friendly, it turn into envy whenever they see that you shining. Okay,